Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Fractal Bitcoin. Welcome to your daily Bitcoin news video. I'm Chris. Let's get right to the price. Yeah, Bitcoin right now, $70,851, and it's a green day. These are daily candles, and you could see we bounced off this 69K area a couple times, and we're heading up. It's looking good, looking very bullish. That's about it. And here is the time chain calendar. This is the block, but really, reason I'm showing you this is because this is the sats per US dollar. 1,411 sats per US dollar. And as Bitcoin goes up, this number goes down. And there's 22 days, approximately 22 or 23 days until the halving. It's estimated to happen on April 20th, 2024. Let's get to some news. Yeah, Bitcoin is less than 4% away from a huge breakout. The previous all-time high breakouts, April 2017 and December 2020, both led to 3 weeks of rapid expansion, more than doubling prices in the process. If this pattern repeats, we'd push to around $150,000 in less than a month. Yeah, we're poised. We are poised. Let's go. Here's the Rational Root reporting that significant ETF inflows are back. Noticeable pressure on price. Yeah, it's going up. And people are still bearish. Weird. Also, BlackRock reached 250,000 Bitcoin in assets under management. So yeah, here's the graph. You could see, all this week. Well, actually, look, Monday, this column on the right, the net outflows was 2 Bitcoin. Wow, so the inflows and outflows almost canceled each other out perfectly. But Tuesday and today, Wednesday, we're heavily in the positive of inflows, even though Grayscale customers keep selling. This is good news, and that's why we're moving up. Now, here is a little, I'm going to play this piece of this video, and I'll link to the video below as I link to everything I do below, right? But we have to, we need to hear this, what Michael Saylor has to say.
You know, Bitcoin's going up forever because it's a cap supply of 21 million, and it's going to go up because of inflation, right? We're going to increase the supply of dollars, and Bitcoin's going to be fixed, so in dollars it goes up. It's going to go up because of technical utility. We're going to build it into iPhones and Android phones and put it into every computer and move it at the speed of light and build it into Twitter and Square and PayPal and the like. So that'll cause it to go up. It's going to go up for adoption because of adoption. More and more people are going to bring their money, and it's not like Facebook. It's not like when Rupert Murdoch showed up at Facebook, he didn't bring 1 billion friends. When a billionaire joins a monetary network, they bring $1 billion. So when 100 billionaires show up, they bring hundreds of billions of dollars. When companies, when institutional investors show up, they bring massive amounts of capital. So it will keep going up with adoption, utility, and inflation, and eventually will replace gold, which is $10 trillion asset. Bitcoin's like a 1.2. It'll go by a factor of 10. In 3 to 5 years, it will certainly replace gold. Then it will replace indexes, right? The S&P index or bond indexes. It'll start to demonetize fixed income and equity indexes that are used as a store of value. What causes so much passion, right? What causes people to, be willing to do anything to make this successful is this thought that we finally found something true and beautiful with integrity that gives us control of our life back in a world where we feel like we've lost control to politicians, we've lost control to circumstances, and everyone's looking for some way, something they can believe in that's truly theirs.
Yeah, that's what everybody's looking for. Something to believe in that's truly theirs. This video goes on. He says more. It's very interesting. I'll link to it below. Yeah, and here's from Daniel Prince. I don't own Bitcoin because I can't use it anywhere. Plebs, if it's valued at $70,000 without a quote-unquote use case, where do you see it being valued with one? With a use case? And yeah, people go, oh, yeah, because we haven't even gotten to the, well, in all fairness, there are practical use cases to use Bitcoin in the real world. You can buy lots of stuff with Bitcoin, for sure. And you can get paid in Bitcoin sometimes. So the use cases are there, but they're very limited right now, but they're only going to get more and more. And so it's a weird excuse. It's not a weird excuse, but if someone says, oh, I can't use it anywhere, that means they haven't researched anything. They haven't looked into it, right? Because it's really, in the end, in the end, Bitcoin is not so much about being used as a currency where you can go buy stuff anywhere with Bitcoin. It's more of a store of value. That's the real value of Bitcoin, is the store of value aspect of it. The day-to-day usage, yes, it's going to come and we will use it because we're going to have it and we're going to use it. But really, it's about store of value. Bitcoin for Freedom says, Bitcoin is the first time you own your money and no one can dilute it. Round of applause.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Think about that. Think about it. And here's Pete Marcano. My 94-year-old grandpa is forwarding me crypto email scams telling him to buy Binance, Solana, and Terra. The bull market has begun. Right? This is how you know the normies are getting interested, or the normies are being pitched to, and the whole crypto space is gaining energy and frothing over a little bit, and it's only going to get more as everything goes up and up and up. But it's so funny, and you know, people say this is when they hear from relatives, right, and their friends. Like, you'll hear from someone you haven't heard from in 8 years, and they'll be like, "Oh, what is this Bitcoin thing? How does it work?" And it's like, well, it just happens. It's natural. And here's the Grinder telling us that the quote-unquote only chart has been updated. Yeah, this is what people said in 2010. No one uses it. 2012, only computer nerds use it. 2013, only drug dealers use it. 2014, only money launderers use it. 2017, only gamblers use it. 2019, only a small percentage of the population uses it. 2020, only small companies use it. 2021, only small countries use it. 2024, only BlackRock, Fidelity, and 9 other spot ETF providers use it. Yeah, this is what happens. You see a trend here? Wow, it's only going to continue. But apparently, from radar hits, Google is now indexing Bitcoin and crypto blockchain data into its search engine. Yeah, look at this. You can search a wallet address, and it'll give you the Bitcoin balance of that wallet address. Because don't forget, Bitcoin, the blockchain's open, right? We can all look at all the addresses and how much Bitcoin they have, right? So this is interesting. Google's incorporating this, right? Here's Laura Shin reporting that FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried sentenced to 25 years for historic fraud. Yeah, and here's him, I guess, leaving court, sentenced to 25 years. He was the head of FTX, and they scammed a ton of people. Here's the actual article on unchainedcrypto.com, and I'll link to both of these below. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but, you know, look, I'm glad he is being punished, but there's other people being punished for less crimes, and they're being punished with many more years in prison. So in a way, it kind of looks like he's getting off a little bit easy, sort of. But that's because he has friends in the government and they were laundering money together. And so then, of course, they're going to influence the courts to give him a sentence that's not so bad, right? Because 25 years, how long till he gets out on good behavior, right? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to some fiat government nonsense, because Bitcoin solves these issues. That's why we're talking about it. Yeah, here's Michael Matulov. The smart way to keep people passive and obedient is to strictly limit the spectrum of acceptable opinion, but allow very lively debate within that spectrum. Even encourage the more critical and dissident views. That gives people the sense that there's free thinking going on, while all the time the presuppositions of the system are being reinforced by the limits put on the range of the debate. This is a quote from Noam Chomsky, who I just recently found out is one of the most famous anarchists ever. Michael Malice mentioned that in an interview, and because I'd heard the name Noam Chomsky, but I never knew he was an anarchist. But yeah, this is how society does it. This is how the government and the power structures keep people passive and obedient. They'll allow you free speech and free thinking within a very narrow range. But if you get out of that range, you can't get out of that range. Then you're canceled. So it's a very interesting way to do it. Yeah. And here's Bitcoin for Freedom. The Fed made a choice when they printed 40% of the US dollar during the pandemic. They could have kept the US dollar alive for many more years, but now they will face the power of hard money, Bitcoin. So you have chosen death. Yeah, I mean, look, we know the US dollar is going down. It's in the process. That's why everything is shifting over to Bitcoin. The sooner you and I can shift over, the better. Not financial advice, though. And here is an amazing quote posted by Rare, a quote by Ayn Rand. When you see that in order to produce, you need to obtain permission from men who produce nothing, when you see that money is flowing to those who deal not in goods but in favors, when you see that men get richer by graft and by pull than by work, and your laws don't protect you against them but protect them against you, when you see corruption being rewarded and honesty becoming a self-sacrifice, you may know that your society is doomed. And my goodness gracious, she said this in the book Atlas Shrugged in 1957. This describes our society right now to a T. So this is what's happening, right? And here's simply Bitcoin. This is a quote from BitVolt, Nico. Stop using the state's money. It's not yours, it's theirs. Start using Bitcoin. It's not theirs, it's yours. Defund tyranny. Yeah, I love the way he puts that. The state's money is theirs. They control it. They do whatever they want. Bitcoin is ours. They can't control it. So which one would you rather have? All right, now here's some Noster news. Well, it's not really Noster news. I guess it's Lightning news because Alby is a Lightning wallet, and they have a browser extension, and there's a new Alby browser extension release, version 3.7. And look at the name of this version 3.7. The Jellyfish Nebula Supernova Remnant. I mean, that's very creative, but no one's going to remember that. It's very cool. It should be remembered, but probably not. So I actually use Alby, the extension, in my Brave browser. Or if you're using Chrome, you can use it there too, but don't use Chrome, use Brave. Brave is the same as Chrome, but without all the Google spyware and all that garbage. So yeah, Alby's pretty cool. And here is Pablo. He is one of the premier Noster developers, and he is answering a question. Here's a newbie question from Kip. What is Highlighter? And Highlighter is it's a Noster application that Pablo created a while back. And Pablo explains what Highlighter is. And I'm telling you this because you should know. This is exciting. Highlighter is a Noster client for communities centered around creators. In the same way as Patreon or Substack allow you to have premium content or subscribers first content, but implemented in a way that is very much decentralized first, meaning you can subscribe from any Noster client. A creator can sell access to their content or community from any client, and there's no central point, and Noster creators are greater than siloed creators. Yeah, siloed creators means like if you're on Facebook or Twitter, you're just on, let's use Twitter. If you're on Twitter, you're just on Twitter. If you want people to see you, they got to go on Twitter. But with Noster, you are on the protocol, and people can use all different apps, any Noster app to find you on Noster. So it's a new way of thinking. Noster is tremendous. If you're not on Noster, get an account and follow us, Fractal Bitcoin, and say hi, and I'll zap you some sats. All right. Now, this is pretty funny, I thought. Peruvian owls always hunt in pairs. It's because they are in cahoots. Oh, come on. It's funny. Look at, there's the pair. Here, let me click on it. There's the whole thing. Come on, it's funny. All right, and here's a little thing from Mav21. It's not complicated. Spend less than you make. Save in hard freedom money. Repeat. That's it. Think about that. Maybe reflect on that. And here, just a reminder, going back to a simple life is not a step backwards. Think about it. All right, well, this is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Click this link on the top here. Join our locals community, and you'll join our locals community. It's free. Come hang out. It's fun. And don't forget, Fridays at 4 p.m., we have the Bitcoin panel live stream. I invite a bunch of awesome Bitcoiners. We have a nice chat. It's really a lot of fun. So I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe to the channel and follow the channel and like the video and all that garbage. I hate when people have to say that every video. Follow the channel, subscribe, like the video, turn on a notification bell. I mean, why does every single video by every creator ever have to say that? Like, I mean, I know why, because the viewers forget and they'll watch videos and they never subscribe and whatever. Anyway, so thanks for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow for another Bitcoin news video. And tomorrow's Friday, so we'll have the Bitcoin panel live stream as well. All right. See you.